Yesterday, the New England Patriots visited the Cincinnati Bengals, and Patriots trying to improve on their already amazingly impressive 9-2 record against the 3-7 Bengals. Pats open up the game with the ball, have to punt it away after 6 plays, and what would a Patriots game be if the opponent didn't somehow score on their opening drive?
He works in an empty set. 2 left, 3 right. 3rd down and 5. Shotgun snap is back from the 45. Pocket holds. He throws to the right. Open Gesicki. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds in front of 3 Patriots, including Marcus Jones. He's in Patriots territory.
That's Flacco to Gesicki. What happened to Joe Burrow? I thought Joe Burrow was going to play in this game. Well, it turns out he was ruled out ahead of time. They said it was a group decision, that they were just want to wait. Just want to wait. Like Michael Corleone with the $2 million that showed up to the island. Freddie had it sit next to him on the plane for that entire ride. Well, where's the money, Michael? I just want to wait.
So he was out with turf toe.
Yep.
Said he was sore from working out, sore from practicing. Burrow wanted to play.
I don't want to play.
Burrow wanted to play.
Of course he did.
They would have won that game if he played.
They would have won. I think you're right.
Yes,
I think
correct.
you're right.
Yep.
But instead, Flacco looked fine early, especially on that hooking up with Gesicki early. They would turn that into a field goal, so they're up 3-0. Patriots not doing much to help themselves on a play where everyone knew that the Bengals were not going to go for it on 4th down. We're just going to march out there. We're going to try and get you guys to jump offside. Everyone knows
4th and 4.
They're not actually snapping the ball. I thought it was 5, but sure, 4th and 4.
Yeah.
All right, we're not snapping it. Just don't jump offside.
2 receivers, right, 2 left. Your man now. And now Brown joins Flacco with a change at the line. He points to his helmet with each hand. Brown motions out to the left. Early movement by Caleb on Chason. Jumping across the line on the right side as soon as Brown went in motion away from Flacco.
It's
offsides, New England. No kidding.
It's about time Bob answered one of those.
Flacco, I think just with the hard count got him to jump.
I think you're right. I don't think it had anything to do. They were talking on the radio about being the motion man and how can you beat him. But no.
I don't
nothing
think
to do with
so. I think it had anything to do with the guy in motion. So, the Bengals getting the Patriots to jump offside there, and then in the second quarter,
England sends Ben Brown out to the right. It's a heavy bunt formation to the right with May to take the snap. He lobs it over the middle. Picked off. He overthrew the tight end. Stone has it. Running back right 15 to the 10. Stone to the 5. Stone to the end zone. Pick 6 Cincinnati.
What was that?
Zolak stunned into silence.
That was a throwback to last year. At the beginning of the game, May looked horrible. I mean, that throw was, 5 feet over Hunter Henry's head?
Yeah,
it was a terrible throw.
He sometimes has weird beginnings to games where he's completely off. It is odd. I mean, he usually makes up for it, but, he even this year has had tough beginnings to games.
He looked panicked. He looked like a rookie that was playing in his first game. And
he's up against that defense.
I know, the worst defense on the planet. He looked like things were going a million miles an hour for him. It was very strange.
He probably hasn't slept in a week knowing he had to face
That's
that
right.
Bengals defense.
A very healthy defense, too. Very healthy team that they were up against.
So he sails it over the tight end's head, but Drake May would not make that mistake later on in the quarter.
Touchdown here and get your fan.
Henderson single setback. Hollins to the left. Pop Douglas motions right to left. Fake to him. May is back to pass pressure. Moves up off balance. Throw wide open left side. Hunter Henry all alone to waltz into the end zone and leap with a spike. Touchdown Patriots.
Hunter Henry and Drake May hooking up that
Hunter Henry was
in the
open.
second quarter to make it 10-7. To say he was open doesn't really do it justice.
Wide open.
All right, 10-7, got some life. What else could really spark this team here in the second quarter?
Now the Bengals in a 2-by-2 set. Second down and 5. Flacco's under center. The veteran quarterback with a play fake and a deep drop. A lot of time. Double clutch. He throws it. Picked off. Goodbye. Running left side 15-10. Turning around. Back.
Now, John, you might believe remember this. That's a pick 6 that you all remember on it. Like basically a dump down. It was essentially a screen pass.
I was going to say Marcus Jones also wide open.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
he was waiting for Flacco to throw it.
I mean, if you watched the game, I mean, you saw that he was going to intercept that ball and he was going to get a pick 6. I've told you I've seen Flacco do that on numerous occasions.
I remember this. Flacco, and you're the first person I thought of, because Flacco, after double clutching and then lobbing the ball out in the flat where Jones had all day to run under it and catch it and return for a touchdown, Jones is running up the sideline. Usually is an instinct for a quarterback. If you throw an interception, you at least make a motion towards the guy. You jog a couple of steps like, oh, I can't catch him. Flacco threw the interception, did not move, just kind of stood in place and watched him run into the end zone.
What I'm talking more about is that I've seen him just on a screen pass, just take his time, stare the receiver down. Well, this time he barely looked, and that's why he didn't see. I don't know what he thought was going on over there, but I've seen him throw pick sixes on little dump offs and screen passes on a few occasions. Like, he just has some mental block where he does that. I wouldn't have thrown that ball. Like, even I wouldn't have thrown that ball. Like, he just assumed the dump down was there, and he didn't even see that a cornerback was there. It wasn't a defensive lineman back in coverage. It was a corner that was right there. And he didn't put anything on the ball. Like, Marcus Jones just walked right into it. So I saw, I'm no film expert, but I saw that right away.
Yeah.
Said, that's a pick six. Before that ball left his hand, I'm like, that's a pick six.
Well,
so good on Flacco.
And then good for Marcus Jones for putting 6 more on the board, because if you're waiting for more touchdowns from the Patriots in this game, or just more touchdowns in general, there would be few to be had. One more scored in the second half by the Bengals. That was it. It was a field goal fest for the Patriots after that. Not that they didn't have their chances.
Now the Patriots have Collins in the backfield to the right of May. Stevenson is in the left slot as a receiver. Diggs to the right. May drops back looking to throw. He throws it toward the left side. It's incomplete. There is a flag, however, coming out of the break. Kayshon Boutte might have been grabbed by the defensive back for Cincinnati, Dax Hill.
And then they would get down toward the goal line and have so many chances. So many chances.
Okay. They had 4 incomplete ball in the end zone, pass interference. They get the ball back. Offensive pass interference takes them back to the 11. Shovel pass to Henry. They get them back to the 1. The Patriots had 8 consecutive goal-to-goal plays, I believe 6 of which came from the 1-yard line, and they turned the ball over on downs. Well, actually, they did it twice. Penalty saved them, but they turned the ball over on downs twice at the 1.
Against the Cincinnati defense.
Worst
that's the worst
defense in the league.
in football.
You know something? Yes. They're all packed in there. I don't even think that's fair. You should make guys spread out to the back corners of the end zone. Why should the defense get to bunch up right at the goal line like that? They want to run Ramondre Stevenson right into the middle, right between the guards, and that always works, right?
They tried the goal line. It is a 4th and goal to go from the 1. May out of the gun. Stevenson to his right. 2 receivers left. Diggs inside of Boutte. 2 right. Hollins inside of Henry. Hunter with a short motion for the pass. The snap to May. A give to Stevenson. Hit in the backfield. Read perfectly by the Bengals. They collaborate and collapse on the ball.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic about running up the middle. I mean, you got to be able to get a yard.
They tried.
You run up the middle. You got to be able to get a yard.
They tried passes. They tried runs. They tried everything. And they did it again later in the game. They were forced to kick a field goal. They had 11 goal-to-go plays and came away with no points.
Yeah, I'm of the mind if you know you're going to go for a touchdown, if you know you're going to go for 4 yard, like you're going to go 4 times, and say you're even on the 2, you got to be able to get 2 yards in 4 plays.
But Fred, it wasn't
just hand it up off the middle, like get 3/4 of a yard a run.
You would think, but the second he handed it off,
no. I know that what happened, and I know how they can blow plays up. But if you're a good team, and Hardy and I talked last night. I know what. Just go ahead with the responses. I know they're coming. I've done this for 20 years. I'm over it. You're not going to win. If you can't pick up a yard on the goal line, you're not going to win.
They tried the tush push. That didn't work. They tried runs up the middle. That didn't work. They tried play action, bootlegs out to the right. That didn't work.
I've kissed this team's ass all year.
Man.
That you can't. You got to be able to pick up a yard. on the goal line. Like, you can't. That's going to happen again.
I don't know how you
course
feel
it is.
confident
Against a team that's not the worst defense in football.
You're going to play Buffalo.
And you can all
next
get
month.
pissed off about it and about how, Fred, you're a jackass. I know you're doing it. It's already done. Hardy and I talked about it last night. We had to talk about something else, air supply. Don't worry about it. But I told him, I'm like, not only I know what I'm going to say. I watched the game. I know what I'm going to say. And I told Hardy exactly what the response will be. So, I mean, that's what it's going to be. What do you mean they can't? Well, yeah, if you can't score in the goal line and you can't pick up yards like that, and I don't know if missing your left tackle is going to help a lot with this.
Well, you're missing two guys now.
I don't know how long the guard's out for, but I can tell you that
you saw the absence of both of them come into effect on that goal, on all those goal line plays.
I think Campbell was injured.
Campbell was injured after that. He was in for that first goal line situation.
Yeah, all right. But I would put it back on everyone else, Fred, and I would say, tell me how you feel confident about this team making a deep run if there's no way you have confidence in them being able to punch the ball in from the goal line. Because right now I don't. I don't look at that team down there, third and goal from the 1, and say, oh, they'll score here. I just don't. I don't feel that.
You're going to play Buffalo. You're going to play Baltimore. You're going to have a playoff game where it's 5 degrees below zero, and passing isn't necessarily the thing. You have to be able to gain a yard, and that was. I mean,
how about you play Houston?
11 plays, goal to go, 7 or 8 of them from the 1 yard line, and you couldn't score. I would defy anyone to find the last time that happened.
They were backed up on one of them, John. They weren't all from the 1. They got backed up that one.
My bad.
There were only 2 plays from the 1.
That Campbell injury, I guess we'll talk about that and how the game was ultimately won. I would say ultimately a pretty lucky day for the Pats.
Well, I'd say it's very lucky. The end of the game was very lucky, too.
Yes. But we'll talk about the Campbell injury and the luck at the end of the game.
I just want everyone to know, I talked to Hardy about this. That last play was pass interference. That was pass interference on Gesicki. I mean, they should have awarded a first down on that. Gesicki got maybe not the Carlton Davis play. That might have just been a good play, but the play after that, and you can all get mad because you don't want to hear it. Carlton Davis might have been a really good play.
First thing I looked at it in real time. I thought that's not pass interference. The second one, as a Patriots fan sitting here,
the Carlton Davis one is PI.
And the thing is, John, is that we talked about this. I'm not positive about that, and I'll let that go. The Gesicki thing, and I don't care if you're a Patriot fan. Like, a penalty is a penalty.
No, but I'm not. What I'm saying is,
not you. The Patriots fans in the audience. Like, I know this upsets you, but Gesicki, that was pass interference on him. He knew it. It might have been 2 guys committed pass interference on him in that play. He was mugged before the ball got there. Watch it. And if you watch it, and just because you like the team that benefited from it, doesn't mean it didn't happen. That happened. The Patriots did not look good yesterday. And they were playing a team that was not only bad, but decimated. Completely decimated. And Flacco was hurt. Like, everything was bad. And they won, and that's great. But I saw a lot of that Giants team last night. I'm not positive they win on
Monday.
My bad. You get that extra day.
Yep.
You have now been taken through the beginning of the third quarter when the Patriots were shut down on a couple chances from the 1, 4 chances from the 1, 5 chances from the 1.
Yeah.
5 chances from the 1. Okay. Yeah, it was, John, because it's
I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, because it was 3rd and 1 from the Cincinnati one, 4th and 1. Then they had another 1st and 1 from the Cincinnati one, 2nd 1 from the Cincinnati one, 2nd and 11, then 3rd and 1, then 4th and 1.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So they were. So where are we now, Hardy?
Well, we're the Patriots with the lead after overcoming the 10-0 deficit, but then the injuries start to pile up.
And there's An injured player over on the far side of the field. In fact, there are a couple of players who are slow and rising. One for Cincinnati, the other for New England is still on the turf.
Is that a Wenu? No, it's not a Wenu.
And that appears to be
it. Is it Brian?
No.
Will Campbell, I believe, is the player being attended to.
Look at the knee. Oh, no.
But we're going to take the timeout with 4:48 to go here in the third quarter.
Campbell.
Will Campbell going down with an apparent knee injury. Now,
Obviously, a great view for them if they thought it was a Wenu.
It's the yeah, I know.
You don't think if you were closer at a better vantage point, you would confuse those two?
One's very white and one's very black.
Yeah.
The online doctors have told us everything we need to know.
Oh, so we might as well not discuss it.
John and I, this infuriates both of us. It drives me insane.
Friggin' irresponsible is what it is.
Well, it's gotten to the point now where it's ridiculous. Okay.
People are quoting tweets from guys who have no idea. Writers who write in Boston are saying, "Oh, thank God," because one online guy thinks it's a sprain.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, I can tell you why it's not a sprain. Is that and I don't know what ligament it is. Because if you've played sports, if you know someone who's had a knee injury in sports, what they immediately do, and the reason they take you off in a cart, is because they feel your knee is no longer, they can feel the ligament is broken. They can feel it. Your knee moves wrong. If you straighten your knee right now and bend your knee's not going to move. When you have a snapped tendon, the knee moves. That's why Will Campbell, it wasn't pain. It wasn't any of that. It was disappointment. That's why they didn't let him walk to the locker room.
You look at the video. The man had to put a towel over his head because he was openly weeping while being carted off the field. That should tell you something.
So it was bad enough when the doctor, because John sends these out because he knows they piss me off, but which I appreciate. And the doctor's like, it's an MCL. And now, is it an MCL? It could be, but there's no way you know from the way he fell what tendon broke. Like, if an orthopedic doctor, an orthopedic surgeon will come on the air, which I know you won't, because I know you don't agree, that you can tell by the way a guy fell what particular, without touching them, you're not going to know anything. But without what particular tendon ruptured is ludicrous. You just don't know. It could be all of them. It could be an MCL, which is better than an ACL, obviously, or it could be all of them. You don't know. He could have shredded his knee or just an MCL. But when they get you into that room, they move your knee around, and then they give you an X-ray, but that's not going to show you anything. And I'm sure he's had an MRI by now. I don't think they wait around to do it. Maybe they wait for swelling to go down, and they'll do it today, but I think the swelling would be worse today.
All I know
regardless, you just don't know.
What do your eyes tell you? Your eyes tell you that it got rolled up on from the side, and the knee caved in. His right knee caved in from the side. And they took him in the blue tent. They put him on that cart.
They put a towel over his head.
Put a towel over his head. What do your eyes tell you? Your eyes tell you that he's not going to be back in 2 to 4 weeks.
It's like, what do you think they're doing in that blue tent? Like, how do you think that some guys get out of there and some guys don't? Based on pain? No. They feel the knee and feel it move around. It drives me crazy. How many of you guys played sports?
It's a combination of physiology and emotion. And maybe just emotionally he wasn't ready to go back in the game.
And they just put him on a cart because
he was too scared to go back in.
So it was like that Mac Jones, when everyone got mad at him for being hurt.
Right. Left side of the line decimated. Jared Wilson, the left guard, he was seen with a crutch and a boot, according to Doug Kyde.
Yeah, that's not great.
By the way, the Wilson injury was weird because everyone had different angles of it and no one could tell what happened to him. That would scare me because to me that means non-contact. That's the thing. If that's a non-contact injury and he's hopping around, that's real serious too.
Well, if it's we can speculate a ton.
Right,
I mean,
that's all this is.
But, is it Achilles, high ankle sprain? Who knows?
Once again, either one is not good
No, they're both
on the
bad.
verge of December.
So
That's the problem.
Well, that's the thing is that, like, I can't imagine. Well, I certainly can't imagine Campbell's coming back. I hope it's not an ACL because he seems like a good player, and an ACL really sets you back.
yeah.
But I mean, I can't imagine if he ruptured a tendon in his knee that he's coming back this season. That just doesn't seem smart.
Especially at this time of year. And
Well, yeah, there's
the Patriots have
not a
been
lot of time.
so lucky.
There is a bye week, though.
So lucky all year. And now they're getting injuries where other teams have had injuries. I mean,
Left tackle's a pretty bad one.
no, it is a bad one, but I guess what I'm saying is just about every other NFL team had to deal with a serious injury.
But this
Patriots did not until last week.
Well, they had Booty out, who's their a big receiver for them. They had injuries, but just losing your left tackle and Milton Williams.
And by the way, losing Milton Williams, you saw what losing Milton Williams did to you yesterday.
Well, it's done it the last 2 games.
Yeah.
I mean, teams have been able to effectively run on you for 2 weeks now straight, and I don't think that's going to stop. So. You're very vulnerable right now.
You lost Milton Williams as backup. I mean, Tonga left in the first half
Tonga
and didn't
left the
come
game.
back.
Wilson left the game. So that's all bad luck. But luck is a balancing act. And what if you get a little good luck at the end of the game?
Flacco takes the snap. 4-man rush. Plenty of time. Throw down the middle. Ball is going to be incomplete.
No call.
Sailing between Davis and Hawkins, 2 closing
They're looking for
defenders.
the call, man.
On a throw intended for Tinsley. Fans looking for a call.
I'd be looking for a call, too, if this was at home. But
Oh, boy. Carlton Davis.
I mean, he plays right through him, Bob.
All right, so I was on the fence about that one. Did they play do you have the highlight anyway for the last one?
I don't have it here. We can grab it.
Because the Gesicki one was the one where that was interference. There's no doubt about it. I mean, they were obstructing his path to the football, and the ball was there.
Let's see. I think I might have it here. Let's see.
All right.
12, you got to pop me up?
No.
Hudson in the right slot inside of Yosivas. Brown moves up in front of Flacco. The quarterback leans forward, takes a head-high snap. A blitz coming. Flacco stands in, throws the ball toward the middle. Ball's batted in the air, incomplete. Knocked away by Marcus Jones. He had the pick 6 early for the Patriots. And there the denial to lift the Patriots to their 9th straight win and their 10th overall. It comes at a cost, but nonetheless...
No, we don't have the. I can't believe there was no call there.
Well, I guess they're just happy the win was.
Yeah.
It was for the win. Can't fault them on that, but that was pass interference. We don't call it at the end of the game. Oh no, you call it at the end of the game. I mean, if they're that close, and look, it wasn't an 80-yard bomb where there was hand fighting. I mean, it was a 4th down play where you went out, you took a chance, you all out blitzed. Flacco got rid of the ball. Now there was he had people in his face, couldn't fall through, but the ball was in the vicinity of Gesicki, and Gesicki was held back on that, and you got lucky. Would they have scored a touchdown after that? Yes. So I don't really know.
You don't know that they would score a touchdown. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
There was 18 seconds left, and they would have had the ball inside the 15.
Yeah, I have a feeling there was a pretty good chance they score, but whatever.
Patriots win 26-20, improve to 10-2 on the season,
which is great. I'm not positive that a lot of Patriot fans are going, huzzah, here comes the Super Bowl. It seems like that was a bit of it's water finding its level. You played against a quarterback that didn't play particularly well. You played against a team that at the end of the game when they had a chance to win was missing their really only good offensive player. They ran for over 100 yards. One player ran for over 100 yards against you.
Yep.
You lost your left tackle and left guard, but especially your left tackle. You are you're completely vulnerable against the run now, which you weren't. You are now very vulnerable against a good pass rush on Monday. Sorry, John. On Monday. Mm-hmm. It's in a team that seems to be trying. I don't know.
Yeah,
I was all about this, and now I don't know how all about it I am anymore.
I think you're right about most of that. Look, based on what happened the last 2 years, a win is a win. I'm happy they won. They're 10-2, and that's good. But what happened yesterday takes some things off the table for you in the future. The expectations after yesterday have to be different.
I would agree.
For all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.